I did all this for nothing. Hey folks, gonna fix the header panel on this old Cadillac over here. I think I've mentioned that a long time. You got to watch a few videos. I can't remember which one I mentioned it, maybe a few of them. But I'm just gonna, it's broken. Just, I'll show you in a second, but it's broke. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece, I'm gonna fix it. Let me show you what I'm fixing. Now I've got the headlight out because I was doing a video on changing the bulb, and I did all this for nothing. So make sure you watch that video and see just how asinine some things can be. I watched another YouTube channels and watched how you're supposed to do it, and I started doing it their way, and then I discovered that you don't have to do any of that to fix the headlight. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm not criticizing them. Maybe it's a different year. Maybe, I don't know, something's amiss, because this car could have been done hours ago. But nonetheless, we're going to fix this broken part here. And I know I'm chopping my head off, but I can't give you both. And all I'm going to do is on the back side of it, I'm going to just rough it up with sandpaper. And you've watched me use this stuff before. And you gotta, if you want epoxies to stick, you gotta rough them up. And basically, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to put some epoxy on these, and I'm going to put a metal plate behind it, and that way it'll hold that in there. And yeah, you got to make sure you watch this headlight video, because it's a fiasco, and I thought I was being smart by watching another YouTube channel first, figuring out how to do it, but nope, much simpler way. But roughing this up, we're going to clean it with some lacquer thinner, and then we're just going to go ahead and fix this. Cut a piece of sheet metal. It fits perfectly in there, and it also fits perfectly here. See, it's going to go right, oops, wrong way, right there. Alright, it's going to fit up in there, just like that. And then it's also going to fit in here, like that. And then we're going to put some clampage on it. I've got the bumper loose just so I can get that. We're going to glue this one first, just because it's going to be the harder one to do. I got my 3-part epoxy right here, and we're just going to put some along the top. I'm going to get a different camera angle because it's kind of hard to work at this one. There we go. Now I can see myself, sort of. Alright. So we're going to do this. I'm going to put the epoxy along the top edge of this. Or, well, actually I changed my mind. I'm going to put the epoxy along this. That way I'm sure to get it where I need it to go. Don't have a whole lot of this stuff left, so I'm hoping I got enough. I don't really want to open a fresh tube just for this job, especially at $80 a tube. But we'll have to do what we have to do. And so let's see. Kind of hard to do this one-handed. I could do it over on the bench and be a lot easier, but trying to do it over here on the car and make things easier. And that's probably enough of that. Alright. I did get a little close to here, which I kind of didn't want to do. We're just going to slide it in there. And we'll clamp it eventually once we get everything into place. This stuff has a 90-minute working time. What that means is I have 90 minutes to finish the job. And so right now, we are not even close to 90 minutes. So I can shift this around, clamp it, do what I got to do, and I got 90 minutes to do it. So here we go. We're just going to go ahead and put this stuff on the rest of this plate. It looks like I'm going to have enough. Now clamping is going to be a challenge because I didn't take this all apart. If I took this apart, it would have been easy, but I didn't. So now anywhere if I run out of epoxy at this point, I'm not in a big worry about it because we've got enough on here. This stuff has 80,000 pounds of power, so I'm not too worried about it. If you'll notice, it's separated from this piece. That's okay. We just had it in there to have it in there. We're going to put it in here. We don't want to get a whole lot on the... There we go. Alright, now I'm going to try to find some way to clamp this. Whoops, almost messed up. This has to go behind the grill, so we're going to have to do a little finagling here first. There we go. Alright. There we go. I hope y'all can see that. And then I got a little vicey grip going on here. Just gotta try to sneak it in there and clamp her in. There we go, that's that one. Now this one, we gotta see if we can't adjust it around. Get it to go. It's not one. There we go. Let's see just what we can get in there. Walking. It's still not holding it good. Have to go a little tighter. There we go. That's perfect right there. Now what I'm going to do for the other side is I'm just going to try to stuff something. I can get at it through a hole in the grill. As you can probably see, I stuck my arm in there. Try to stuff something in there to kind of, these look pretty even, but the plate wanted to pop in that way because the clamps the way they are, and I obviously can't get a clamp in there. So I'm going to get something, try to stuff maybe some bubble pack back in there and push everything forward up against it. Now she's got a lot of chips and everything in the bumper, so I'm not too concerned about it, but I'm going to try to make it look as good as possible. So I'm going to kind of try to get all this excess stuff off of here. I'm just going to do it with a knife and just gently scrape it away. Alright, and that's hopefully going to hold. I've got an old sweatshirt stuffed in the back there, and I could probably go ahead and put that in there too. I think I'll leave it though for now. It's a 4-hour dry time on this stuff, so for you it's going to be a minute, but for me I've got to wait 4 hours before I can take those clamps off or get that sweatshirt out of there, so I'm going to have to leave everything as it is. And in the meantime, I'm going to finish putting the air cleaner back in from the previous video. We're going to take the sweatshirt out from in back here. Alright. Take the old vice grips off. Didn't mark it up too bad. Actually didn't mark it up at all. It's pretty marked up anyway, but now it's just as strong as brand new, you know what I mean? So the stuff's extremely strong. So we're just going to snap her all back together again. It should all be good. What kind of engine was that? Anyway, now I can do a little sanding and make this crack go away. But I'll have to get some paint to match, and I'll just do a little bit of rattle can restoration here. That's pretty much it. Got a few these little snappy sippy things. Just going to snap these into place. The bumper here. Actually, yeah, I might go ahead and get the bumper into position first because I took that off to do the headlight. So let's do that first because everything's not where it wants to be and I don't want to put all that pressure on here. Took me a minute, but we got the bumper all into place. And this stuff's just lining up like it should. Pop these little doodads. I'm familiar with these. They just, when you push this end in, it makes this end swell. And that's how it keeps it in the hole. And that's all this whole car is kept together by. It's just got a whole bunch of these little doodads. I don't even know what they're called. Some kind of a plastic rivet holder kind of thing. We just pop all these back in. Sometimes they're a little stubborn. Man, that one's going to be really stubborn. There we go. And that's pretty much it, folks. Just popping these little things in. Hold it in. And that'll be that. There we go. Now if you're trying to make this car look brand new, you put a little bit of filler in there, you'd have to use that. The stuff that I like so much, you look back at some of my other videos, it's plastic bumper repair or plastic bumper filler. You would put a little tiny bit of that on there, sand it down, spray it up, and be done. I'm not going to go through all that because this is my daughter's car and she's just learning how to drive. So chances are this may get worse. Hopefully not. But that's as far as I'm going on this. I know it's probably kind of half done in reality. Little filler, sanding, and spray paint. You can get duplicolor matches for this, or you can go to just about any supply house that sells paint and get an aerosol can. I know that's kind of cool, right? They can actually fill an aerosol can for you with the proper high quality paint. This would be a base clear coat. You could just get an enamel just for touch-up. Shouldn't be a big deal. Nonetheless, that's all there is a crack in the headlight too. This car's been hit before. And you can tell if you look under there, you can see where it's been crunched up pretty good. And there's a little tweak right here you can't really see, but you know, she's had a hit or two. And it had a hideous grille in it too. We fixed that. Anyhow, make a long story short, that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please subscribe. Mash on that like button if it's pretty good. If you like it, well, yeah, if you like it, I guess. If it's pretty good, I don't know if you hit mash the like button. You gotta mash the it was okay button. I don't think I have one. But anyway, If you enjoy my videos, there's a whole bunch more on this car and many, many other cars. So feel free. In fact, I urge you. Urge? Is that a good word? I urge you to watch some of the other ones. See what you think. And if you like it, please subscribe. Helps me out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.